So if you've been watching, you'll remember my lawn had a horrible summer, got super beat up, looked like this at the beginning of this fall, and this fall overseed. So it's been about 2 weeks now, and my lawn has improved a little bit, and now kind of looks a little bit like this. So you can see green's coming back, it's less patchy, it's starting to fill in all those bare areas. You can almost see there's almost a different color green in some of the spots that doesn't really match the rest of the lawn. I kind of wonder if that's new grass seed that's actually growing. So this is 14 days since overseed, and I did that full fall rehab. I made a video of it. I'll put a link in the description. I realized after I made that, or after I did the overseeding, that I completely neglected a spot near the patio. I didn't dethatch it or aerate it or seed it. So I ordered a different type of grass seed. And in this video, I'm going to kind of go into detail how you can just manually dethatch your yard, aerate your yard, and put new grass seed down. Before we start with that, I just have this up close ground view at 14 days, like what the surface level looks like, and you can see there's at least 8 blades of grass. It's new grass that has germinated, so pretty happy with this germination. So walking back to the backyard, you can see I did mow this little area. It's the north side. The lawn got pretty long right here. You can see up on the top of this hill, this is a notoriously dry patch, so this is going to be one of my test patches for this new grass seed I'm going to use. Here's the area by the back patio. It got all scalped its grass down. And then I also scalped this grass down that's kind of below the patio, another notoriously bad spot. So getting into the tools that I'm going to use, this here is a manual dethatcher. So this is how you dethatch by hand. It's 2 sides. The back blades have like little curves in them. It's kind of for like tearing up your soil a little bit. And the front blades are your dethatching blades. You can see there's a wing nut. If you adjust your blades like in this position, this will be the most difficult and pull the most grass. The tines will poke into the lawn like a lot deeper because of the angle you hold it at. And then if you slide the blades forward, kind of tough, but you get them all the way forward, this is going to make it easier to dethatch, but you're not going to pull up as much grass because now when you put the blades down, the blades are not going to dig into the lawn as deep. You can kind of see it almost just like slides over top of it. And the other tool, this is just a spike aerator. It's a step-on kind, so you have a handle and then you have a step that you step on. Pretty simple to use. It's more just tedious, but just put it down and push it into the ground with your foot. So here's the area around the back patio, dethatch. You can see that pile of grass right there. It's not super hard to do. It just takes a little bit of time. This area took probably 3 minutes. You can see it gets pretty good results though. Better results than with the pull behind. And then here's the action that you want to do. So you just want to do short pulls. Going forward is super easy. It slides across the top of the grass. And then you pull back in little short throws. And you'll see how it's pulling up quite a bit of grass, even out of this area that's already been dethatched. And you just kind of make a pattern, kind of make it into a pile, get the pile so big, and then you move the pile out of your way and start fresh again. You can see how more effective this is because this area has already been dethatched by the pull behind, and I still got this much grass out with the manual dethatcher. Now as far as spike aerating goes, you can see little tiny holes every now and then. They're kind of small, but this is just tedious. Takes a while because you're having to make so many like steps in order to make an effective area of holes. It's actually kind of hurts my back after a while because I'm kind of tall. The handle doesn't really match up with my body height, but this is all you do. Just go back and forth, make a pattern, and step down and make a whole bunch of holes. So moving on to the grass seed, I stuck with the Jonathan Green. I saw this on there. They call it Texas Bluegrass. So it still has the Black Beauty fescue, but they add something. It's the Blue Gem Kentucky Bluegrass. Technically, they're marketing it as Texas Bluegrass. It's supposed to be extra heat resistant, up to 100 degrees, not die out like normal Kentucky Bluegrass will. I'm going to be mixing this with coconut. So this will just help kind of retain some moisture, and it gives it kind of a medium to help throw it down, help it stick to it. You can kind of see once it's all mixed up, it kind of just looks almost like lawn patch in a way. So once you get all that down on the ground, it's time to start watering. So the majority of the lawn is 2 weeks now, so I'm down to just once a day in the morning watering. These new patches, though, I set up their own little sprinklers for them. I'm going to water them probably 4 times a day for the next 2 weeks because bluegrass takes 14 to 20 something days to germinate, so it's going to be a little while watering for this one. So here's just a nice little side view of the grass as the sun's setting. It's looking pretty good. It's filling in kind of nice. This is a good perspective that kind of makes it look thicker than it really is, but it's looking good. Probably going to mow in the next couple days, so like and subscribe, and I'll post an update video when I get it mowed.